Oh Lord, she grabbed him by the face and she pile jabbed him. He's like, hello. He's like, where'd my John go? I know it wasn't that large to begin with, but I knew it was bigger than this. I'm starting to wonder, did they underpay for this quest? There's a lot more than I feel like they're paying for. Oh Lord, that's some gruesome shit. That's like some Grimgar shit. Whatever you're doing, stop it. Except this video. You can keep letting it play while you go do what I'm about to tell you to do, because I like my ad revenue. At the end of the day, Isekai is not for everyone. Whatever. Granted, I truly believe if you're Isekai trash, you live a much happier life because goddamn do they deliver. But here's the thing, a wild last boss up here, it's not your average run-of-the-mill show. Listen, there are shows that I'm watching currently. Hero Without a Class, enjoyable show, but I'm not going to say it's some masterpiece. This show, probably going to be one. Not going to lie. Go f***ing watch episode 1, and then come back here. We got a lot to discuss. This show, it does a lot of what I've seen, but it's doing so much in slightly different ways that it actually has turned itself to be a kind of one-of-a-kind show with like a classic... Man, watching this show, it feels like I discovered a long-lost Madhouse masterpiece, man. It's awesome. Now make sure you drop a like on this video, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, Patrons, where you catch my full live reactions, all this and more if you also want to help fund the channel, and videos just like the one you're watching. So, premise of this show, pretty engaging. First, like, 5 minutes of the episode, some of the best Sakuga you're gonna see. Okay, here's this last boss, this, like, demonic angel woman, and all these heroes got a giant polar bear. It was just insane. It was monkey brain. I was thriving with it. Turns out that's the video game. Dude finishes the game or whatever he was doing, and then he clicks on a menu. Isekai shenanigan happens. He's now the wild last boss. So here's where the game gets interesting. So Isekai Land is 200 years after the events of the game that he knows. What makes the game interesting is the kind of logbook and the way players actually influence the game. So our main character, right, he influenced so much about this game's world and the concept of like different nations fighting and how they ended up uniting to defeat this one enemy. It's just so cool because you see certain like ideas like this even in our own world, like with Helldivers as an example. The way players united to like push back factions and stuff, and you just see like naturally an idea like this would make a lot of sense, and the way players dictated the game's lore and stuff, it's just so cool. So now that he's 200 years in the future, yeah, a lot of the ideas at face value are little ideas we've seen done before, but the combination of them is what's kind of making it excel. Buddy here is summoned as the dude that everyone united to defeat. Demon Lord's still around, 3 of the 7 heroes are still around, he assumes they're probably other players, a lot of interesting things, but the little moments that I really liked is like the fact that he wakes up, goes to the tower that he designed, and then there's this Aqua looking character who's like, Mistress, I've been waiting for you, and he's like, the fuck? Who are you? And super heartbroken, turns out, in the game when he designed it, he just threw a random NPC as a background object. Oh yes, of course, forgive me, I never could forget my most loyal subject. I thought you were a plant, to be honest. It's just like, oh shit. It's so fun, man. Like, here's the thing. There's isekai that just play by the rules, that just rehash and redo the same shit. And I'm not gonna get up here and be like, oh, I only like the best of the best. No, like, I'm not ashamed to admit, even basic bitch isekai I get a thrill out of. But there's a difference between me getting up here and saying I enjoy it versus me saying, no, I actually see something exceptional. The one thing that I think is really going to help this show is its production value, because if you look at, say, Apocalypse Springer from the past anime season, go watch that too if you haven't. Fantastic. I loved it from episode 1. I love the art style from episode 1. Production, the animation, has left things to be desired over the course of it, but it never bothered me. But around episode 6 or 7, that show kind of got popular because people finally started giving in and saying, oh, it's not some mid-level isekai, it actually has something worth value here. This show, insane. People don't like to admit it, but jingling keys in front of your average anime viewer is how you keep their attention. Throwing a 3 to 4 minute Sakuga Fest fight scene right at the get-go with attractive anime characters, unique characters, you got a fucking polar bear that's fighting, bro. It's adorable and chaotic as hell. It's like, what in Baldur's Gate nonsense am I doing? It keeps the viewer's attention right away. The art style, very cinematic, very movie-like. I mean, you can look at details like when she's sitting in the throne room, the stained glass and everything. looks so beautiful. Like the amount of detail and just where you look at any which angle. The thing about this show is that if you look at Apocalypse Bringer, dark, mature, gritty looking show, different than what you see for your average isekai. Wild Last Boss, kind of like that high fantasy, fantastical environment, but it also has that movie level cinema to it. I like isekai that really go out of the box and do their own thing visually, and that's why the past couple of seasons has had a couple isekai where I was like, oh my god, that's different. This is amazing. The concepts that they're doing, the concepts of, oh, NPCs have been waiting around for a long period of time, carrying off from the game. Sure, we've seen that. Taking over the character that you made or controlled before. Yes, we've seen that. But all the combinations they're doing, I truly feel like, are deviating away from the normal cliches. And I truly trust in this show being a fantastic show minimum by the end, and potentially even in that masterpiece category. Now, people, you know, here's the thing with the internet. You have positivity, you have excitement, they'll call you a glazer. And to be honest, what's weird about it is like, what do you want to be online? Someone who's happy about shows or angry at things existing? Because that doesn't seem fun to me. I try to ignore the stuff I don't like. But this, like I said, I can admit when things are just enjoyable for me, but I'm not thinking they're revolutionary. We're probably going to be doing Hero Without a Class on the channel. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to call that an amazing show. It's enjoyable for what it is. This, though, this is the good shit, bro. For being one of the first shows I watched this season, I feel bad for the other anime. Granted, I know there's going to be some other great anime, don't get it twisted. But you have set the bar so high, I am convinced this will be minimum top 3 of the season for me. Isekai, glazer, whatever you're going to call me. Sit your bitch ass down and enjoy some goddamn good food, because this is a fucking buffet. That's all I'm saying. I thought for sure the intro fight was going to be the highlight visually, because I was like, oh, they're trying to suck us in, and then we'll have like a normal, average, mid-looking show for the rest of the episode. No, the whole episode looked amazing. The characters seem engaging, the concepts we've seen before, but really when you take a step back and observe how the game functioned, that's where the uniqueness really kind of fleshes out, and you're like, oh, because of how unique the game is from every other isekai game world we've seen, the show truly is not going to play by the conventional rules. Let me know what you thought though of episode 1, whether you checked it out because of this video, or if you're like me anticipating this one, what did you think and how excited are you for more? Let me know. Drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreons where you catch my full live reactions to all this and more. Like, hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got Jesse Kent, Kyle Kolchuk, Marsh, Hunter D. Lupin, Cosmo Netto 140, Zeno, Yuki Ali, Rogue Knight, Pranay Sumshwar, and we also have Darian Smith. So I appreciate the support. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.